I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, hope you choose the one that means the most to you.
Hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And if it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything,
I hope you dance. I hope you dance.
Connor, tonight, as your dad and I look through the photos for your graduation, we wanted to tell you just how very proud we are of you. When you were 4, we tried a number of different sports with you, and at the time you were struggling with skating. And we thought, let's take a chance, and brought you to CSOD. You joined Danny's class to try it out, and when the class was over, you asked me with those big blue eyes of yours, "Where are my tap shoes?" Since then, we have seen your love of dance grow from not just tap, but to hip-hop too. We watched your skills and confidence grow. For many years, you were one of the very few boys that danced, and because of this, you became a very confident young man. When routines didn't go as planned at competitions, you showed us all how to pick yourself up and keep going. You impressed so many, including many judges at competitions who acknowledged you because you had showed us how to do it with class. The last few years were tough because of COVID and illness in our family, but through it all, you kept dancing. You have such a twinkle in your eye when you put on your tap shoes, and your feet just fly across the stage. You have some of the most amazing teachers, Tiff, Miguel, Amy, Jen, Hope, Mel, and if I missed anyone, I thank you too. We thank the CSOD family for all the great memories that we share. Your dad, your brother, and I are so proud of the young man you have become, and we hope that you never, ever lose your sense of wonder. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, we hope that you will always dance. Much love, Mom and Dad.
Carter, wow, can't believe you're graduating. Your mom and I are so very proud of you. You began dancing as a toddler. Your favorite song was Green Day's Holiday. You used to make us play it over and over again so you could dance. When you were just 2 years old, we took you to Happy Feet. You stood in front of your chair and danced with Mumble the entire movie. You have always been such a well-rounded kid. Amazing grades in school, along with your busy schedule every year of karate, acting, rep hockey, piano, dance, even 2 part-time jobs this year, and your own photography business. You put your passion into everything you do. When we look back and we watch you, it's very inspirational, and we're so proud to have you as our child. At the age of 4, you asked your mom if you could take dance. You started the next week and you loved it, and you stayed with it ever since. You tried out for the competitive hip-hop in grade 7 and you loved it. You have had so much fun and made many long-lasting friendships at CSOD. It has been your home every Wednesday evening, and we know you're going to miss it very much. A very special thanks to Tiffany and Miguel, who have taught you so much and made CSOD a special place for you. We are super excited to see what lies ahead for you. We know you're going to love university in this new chapter of your life, but we're going to miss you very much at home. I know Addison will miss having her big brother at dance and competitions. She really looks up to you. It's been so nice for us as parents to have our children share an activity that they can do together during their childhood. Wherever you go, whatever you do, we know you will do it very well. Stay passionate in all your endeavors and keep on dancing your way to success. Love, Mom and Dad.
Hi, Missy. Happy graduation. It has been an honor and a pleasure watching you dance over the last 10 years. You have danced yourself into being a beautiful young lady, and I couldn't be more proud of who you are and what you stand for. I love you,
Happy graduation, we love you.
Lexi, I'm not sure where to start. I always have such a difficult time finding the words to express myself, especially when it comes to you girls. I'm not exactly sure where the time has gone. Wasn't it just yesterday that you were that little girl dancing to Bella Ballerina and practicing your leg pulls day in and day out? You would wear princess dresses and costumes everywhere we went? Yes, everywhere. All the endless hours spent at the studio and at competitions, all the commitment, sweat, and tears that you have put into it. Thousands of drives back and forth from dance classes, juggling homework and dance, and many dinners on the run. I honestly wouldn't change it for anything. Watching you learn and grow made it well worth it. The enjoyment you bring us when you dance is indescribable. You never cease to amaze me. Our little girl has grown into a strong young woman with your dedication, self-confidence, and poise. We have all made wonderful friendships, some that will hopefully last a lifetime. You have learned discipline, determination, and have self-esteem. Dance was a great way for you to portray emotions through movement. Dance and everything that came with it was a huge influence on our lives, and it helped shape you into the person you are today. We are so proud of your accomplishments, and I'm even more proud to call you my daughter. Lexi, you will not only succeed, but you will excel in any path you choose to take in life. This is the beginning of a new chapter. Continue to reach for the stars. With your perseverance, you can do anything. Enjoy your recital today. We will all be cheering you on, as we always have. Love you more, Lou.
Hey, chum. So the emotional one of the family decided she would attempt this. I think your dad and Aaron have challenged me to get through this. I think this is about the 15th take, but here it goes. I still remember the time at a move competition in Blue Mountains. You said to me, I want to do this next year. I thought it was because you could be off school and be with great people on a holiday weekend, but it wasn't. You decided you wanted to dance and be part of the sport. You heard from your friends in the Caledonia Studio of Dance family that you could do it and that you should try. So when the tryouts for the competitive team came upon us the following year, I suggested maybe you try recreation classes first. And you said, Mom, if I can't do competitive hip-hop, I don't want to do it. I remember calling after the auditions, and Tiffany said you nailed it. No experience, but pure desire. You had it in your head you wanted to belong to this team and no longer be just a dance brother. So you did it. The first year you performed a hip-hop solo, you received first place. It was amazing. I've never seen you work so hard on something as you have in the past 5 years. Well, give or take a year or two due to COVID. You worked hard because you knew you needed to be as good as your teammates. We can't express how proud we are of your courage and dedication to the sport. It wasn't the most common for a young man, but darn it, you still did it. You were proud of your efforts and it showed. Your dad and I can't express how proud we are to see you practice, perform, and compete in a sport you love. But more importantly, when we would hear from coaches, other moms and dads, and fellow team members how much they enjoyed you being a part of this team. I know that your experience at this dance studio will stay with you for life. It has strengthened your character, your confidence, and your overall athleticism. Chum, you inspire me that at any age you can always be creative. And of course, Baba will always say it's because you could polka at the age of 8. I'd like to thank those who inspired you in the sport. Tiffany, Miguel, Mike, Corey, Nate, Isaac, and so many more who pushed you to do so much in so little time. Chum, always go outside your comfort zone and do what you think is right for you. Your dad and Aaron love you to infinity and beyond.
Hi, Mike. You know the story. The one where you came into our lives with fire and light. How you lit up the room with endless energy from the very beginning. This can be misunderstood in many environments, but not dance. I believe the boy that never slept needed dance just as much as it needed you. Kaylin was the first person to notice your talent, and she came to me one day asking to take some time to watch you. I was tired after a long day at work, and to be honest, I was a little bit skeptical that your performance wouldn't be much different than the few amateur moves that you had previously displayed after watching episodes of American's Dance Crew. I'm glad I ignored my fatigue long enough to take the time to watch. Obviously, you knew this was your thing, and you found your groove. Your performance ended with a fairly controlled, heart attack-inducing headspin. I was shocked. I asked whoever was listening, please send me someone who can cultivate this passion that you clearly had. And to this day, I feel it is no coincidence that Miguel came into our lives. He seemed to understand you from the very beginning, and I know Miguel's not only a mentor, teacher, and role model, but he's also one of your truest and closest friends. I will forever be grateful to Miguel Ramirez. Michael started dancing at Waterdown and switched to Caledonia Studio Dance a few years later. Both were exceptional experiences, but CSOD was truly your forever home. Tiff gives her heart to each and every of her students, and I'm proud to tell anyone that listens where my son dances. Michael, thank you for taking Nana and I with you on this ride. I'm sorry I forgot to feed you before performances, and that my time management skills caused many stressful moments, close calls, and anxiety. But you always seem to figure it out, quietly, on your own. You found your rhythm of life the same way you found your rhythm on stage. You trust yourself and your instincts in a way that most of us are still trying to master. You'll always do well and you'll go far, but just remember that if you fall or even stumble a little bit, your dance family, your friends, Nana, Kaylin, and I, we got you. I love you.